What's up guys? Welcome to a different type of video today. It's a Q&A and I think it'll be pretty fun to do. So without any further rambling, let's get started. The first question that we have is from Toon Man. What made you play Street Fighter at a competitive level? Well, personally, I don't think I'm playing at a competitive level, but I used to play a lot of Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition when it released for free on Xbox. That's what really got me hooked on the game, and I then started watching a lot of tournaments around when Ultra released. I loved how these pro players could do a lot of clutch and hype plays, and I decided that I wanted to try and be like them when Street Fighter 5 came out. But ultimately, I don't think I made too much of a mark on the scene in my opinion. But I have gained a little recognition, friends, and some fans along the way, which I'm really grateful for. It's why I make these videos. To summarize, I saw pro players and thought to myself that I could fuck them up if given the opportunity. Hopefully, I answered your question. Second question from Sun Samurai. If you could design a costume for any character in Street Fighter 5, what would it be? Now this is a really easy question. I play a lot of Alex, so of course I'd love the costume to be made for Alex. The design is another easy thing for me to answer. I'd make a Murloc themed costume for him to wear. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this small frog slash fish like creature from World of Warcraft that I really like. They make weird sounds and if you were low level would destroy you due to so many rushing you like crackheads. If you look at my Discord profile picture, as you can see, it's Alex with a Murloc face. For the third question from Saint, how do you get good when you have to spend most of your time working? My advice is to play whenever you can. If you really want to be good, then you'll have to put hours into the game. This applies to not only video games, but anything pretty much skill related in life. If you can only play once or twice a week, even for like 2 hours, I think that's enough. Those 2 hours will start to stack up and you'll get better with time. Don't just mindlessly play the game if you're looking to improve though. What I mean by that is if you're losing to something, go into training and replay the situation. If you don't know what you can do off of certain situations, then again, replay the situation in training. Playing the game, knowing what your problems are, and fixing them will make you a stronger player as time goes on. So don't rush it. Have fun with it, and at the end of the day, it's still a game. So Swift, hopefully that answered your question. Moving on, Puchaz asks, you always played Alex, or did you start with another character on Street Fighter 5, and what was your main on another Street Fighter if you played them? Well, when Street Fighter 5 came out, I first started off with Mika, which you can actually see me playing here, and I actually really sucked. After Season 1 ended, I switched to Alex. No, not because Mika got nerfed, I just want to point that out right now. No, it's not because of the nerfs, I just wanted to play a different character. But to get back to what I was saying, I switched to Alex full time instead of subbing him sometime during Season 2. And the only other Street Fighter I really played was Street Fighter 4, and obviously my main was the best character in the game, Forte.
It's super dynamic!
It's a joke, I'm kidding. Forte, I fucking hated Forte. I hated everything about him. He was scummy, he was annoying to fight. If you played him, I wanted to just... I didn't even want to play you, actually. The character that I actually played was Dudley, which is why I want him to be in Street Fighter 5. I would drop Alex in a heartbeat, but I don't think that's gonna happen, so Street Fighter 6, one can only hope. For this next question, Elric asks, which was your first fighting game? Well, if we're talking non-traditional 2D fighters, my first fighting game would be Mortal Kombat Deception. At the age of 8 or 9, I convinced my mom to buy me a game at Walmart that was really cheap and came with 3 games in one type of deal. What she ended up buying me was the Mortal Kombat Collection, which included Mortal Kombat Deception, Armageddon, and Shaolin Monks. But if we're talking traditional fighters though, my first one was Mortal Kombat 9. So yeah, I was an NRS player for a while. Next, Jacob asks if I think Alex should EX chop with both hands. You know what? Honestly, I'd be down to see it. If the animation makes him look like he's losing brain cells and moving like a gorilla while moving his hands from one spot to the other, then I think I'd be pretty happy with that. Next question. Guru asks, what do you think is Alex's biggest strength as a character? I would say his biggest strength is really high stun output and burst damage. Alex does insane amounts of damage off of a stun and does pretty good damage really quickly when he builds momentum. He's honestly really close to being a decent character instead of a throw pick with buffs in the right areas. And the last question that we have comes from Banan Cheese. What other games do you play other than Street Fighter? Honestly, I don't play a lot, but when I'm not playing Street Fighter, I play Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch, Smash Ultimate, and most recently, The Outer Worlds. But I don't play any of those games as much as I do my absolute favorite time-consuming game, Don't Starve Together. I have 148 hours on this game, and it's probably the most fun that I've had with a game in a long while. And it isn't even competitive or anything. Literally just tried not to die of starvation with your friends, and try to survive other challenges, which include the changing of seasons, like winter and summer, along with trying not to be killed by monsters or the darkness. It's a lot of fun to play alone, and even better when you have friends to play with. And if you do end up buying the game, you get an extra copy that you can give to any of your Steam friends to guarantee you at least have one friend to play with. Well, that's all the questions for the Q&A. Thanks for posting your questions. This isn't the last Q&A that I'll be doing, so I'll let you guys know when I'll be doing another one in the future. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun making it. Thanks for watching. So, have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or wherever you are. Thanks for watching. See you later, boys.